Let's talk about Catwoman character now. Catwoman enters straight right into the 2022 Batman movie. Considering it is a part 1 of many sequels to come, her entry is very early, that's what I think. Typically in comics and previous Batman movie series, her role was clear cut, either as a thief or Batman's accomplice. But in Christopher Nolan's Batman, and here in Matt Reeves' Batman, her role is a little of both and a tad bit complicated. In Christopher Nolan's Batman, she was in the last part, but given her entry in Matt Reeves' Batman, she may play a substantial role with Batman in upcoming sequels. Catwoman as a character has never been in much limelight, which was obvious as Batman overshadowed her. But her role is becoming more and more important in periphery as new Batman movie series keep on coming. In Matt Reeves' Batman, her role is played by Zoe Kravitz. She acted well, maybe even good, and technically she was a good fit for the role. But I feel that a thief and an accomplice of Batman that is Catwoman, should have been a little bigger and stronger physically. Just my thoughts. Let's talk about Officer Gordon now. He is the only police officer who trusts Batman and who has won the faith of Batman. And he is the same and has been the same in comics and all other Batman movie series. Although simple character, but his role is pivotal. Officer Gordon is played by Jeffrey Wright. He is a veteran supporting actor in the industry. His acting was fine, no complaints. Let's talk about Bruce Wayne character now. Technically, Bruce Wayne and Batman are different characters played by the same person. The actor has to double down on his skills and play both well, so double the pressure. In Matt Reeves' Batman, the presence of Bruce Wayne is missing. His role is small and only when needed. Not that I am complaining, just analyzing. In Christopher Nolan's Batman, Bruce Wayne is a more prominent character and has more weight. And what can I say? Christian Bale even acted as Bruce Wayne well. Let's talk about the villain now. The brains of the movie, that is the Riddler. He is surprisingly fresh take on a typical Riddler character from comics and previous Batman movie series. There's no typical mark branding or the typical branding Riddler clothing as is in the comics and animations. Here, the Riddler is a masked character who attacks the corrupt of the Gotham as he is fed up of the corruption and the crime of Gotham. In a way, he is in the same spectrum of Batman, just more extreme and a social psychopath. It's only at the end that his face is revealed and it turns out to be a normal small town accountant. Metaphorically, he represents a normal individual gone mad due to Gotham's corruption and crime. He is a reflection of Gotham and what it can do to a sane human. And Batman is like a silver bullet, breaking all the stereotypes and killing all the pests, eating Gotham inside out without being affected. Let's talk now about Alfred character, that is Batman's or Bruce Wayne's butler. He is the only known character in whole Batman standalone universe who knows the secret of Batman and Bruce Wayne. He is a strong supporting character who is also undermined every time. His role may not be important and maybe his absence will not even affect the culmination. But he is always there to cheer Bruce Wayne. He is always present to calm Batman in his solitary confinement of self-righteousness. He is the only live family member of Bruce Wayne. Let's talk about the script. Let's talk about the script now. Matt Reeves' Batman's script is as good as its story. The dialogues of every character have been thoughtfully scripted, not more, not less. The script involves many locations, many characters, many different situations, but nowhere in the movie it feels cramped. It's as free flowing as water. There's a scene in the movie when Batman has to jump from a skyscraper, and just before he jumps, there's a fear on his face, which is explicit. in his expressions. Traditionally, there shouldn't have been any fear expressions on his face. I cannot accurately point the reason, but maybe the writer and the director wanted to signify that even Batman is frightened at times, but he summed up the courage to drive. That's how brave he is. That's how brave he has to be. He has no other option. I may be wrong, but this is the best I could come up with. Hi guys, this is part 3 of the review. Don't forget to watch part 4 and the subsequent parts. The review of the movie The Batman of 2022 is a long review I have done. There are 5 parts. I've uploaded 5 different videos of the review. So this is part 3. Please watch the part 4 and part 5 also.